Hi cuties, welcome to Daily Dose 40. I've now re-recorded today's video several times. Today, not a great day, and okay, if you saw the Facebook thing earlier, I posted a picture of myself looking disgruntled to the camera. That was just a schedule thing, that's nothing to do with what I'm feeling right now. Today, it's a really confusing kind of day. And I just wanted to let people know of something that might happen to you should you go abroad somewhere for an extended period of time. And something happened today that really upset me. And that is the feeling of being forgotten. And I've never really had a problem with being away from my family. I went to college in another state, and I've lived here for a long time, and I'm very comfortable here. I'm very much okay not being with my family constantly, and I just remember, comparing it to when I was in college and my friends who would get homesickness, but their parents lived 2 hours away. And I always thought that was pathetic and stupid because they're 2 freaking hours away. You can go do that, whereas when I was in college, my parents were, 14 hours away. And granted, I could still probably get there, but you have to take time off to do that, and so it's not like I couldn't do it easily, whereas they could easily do that. And so then there's the whole thing, living abroad in Japan, like tens of thousands of miles away now. And, but I've never had a problem with it. I've been okay, because, there's internet and stuff. But I've never felt homesickness before, and I still don't really feel homesickness. But as you know, I'm not recontracting, and that's because of a lot of different things that have happened in the past few months, really, and especially what happened in November. And today, and because I decided to come home and go home, I'm like, I'm gonna live with my parents for a while, which might suck, because, when I get home, I'll be a 26-year-old girl living at home with the parents, but, that's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'll also be, unemployed, because my degree, not the greatest for getting a lucrative job. And my YouTube does not pay me, by the way. I do not get paid for YouTube stuff, as much as I'd love to. I don't. I do it as a hobby. Well, a very addictive hobby. So, today was tough, because I felt very forgotten. And nobody was really understanding why I was so upset about this. And that frustrated me a bit, because, really? I couldn't get it? And I was told, that I was being, too selfish about this. And sure, I'm human though. I'm naturally selfish. And I'm also really bad with communication. By the way, I'm the worst with communication. Absolutely awful. Especially when it comes to talking to my parents and telling them my feelings and things. And my sister got me on Facebook today and said that I needed to get on Google Plus to talk to Mom, because that's what we use to communicate. Skype doesn't really work for us very well anymore. So I don't really use Google Plus. I only use it for the Google chatting stuff. But I couldn't, because I was at work. But I told her I could, get on Skype on my phone and run to the locker room real quick and chat with them, because during my free period today, which I had only one. And not even, I had like 20 minutes of free time today. Not even. No, I had 0, because during the free time I was doing a lot of important stuff. But I snuck away for a little bit to do the phone call. And my parents went and did something that I thought we had agreed on doing together when I got back. And that completely changed. I should probably tell you what it is. And I'm trying to do this in a way that because I know my mother watches these. Hi, Mom. And I don't want to upset her. And I'm not trying to, but there's no other video for today, so this is what you're getting. It's really hard to talk about because we lost someone incredibly important back in November. And a lot of people don't understand why it's so hard, and like the severity of my broken heart about this. And that is, I lost my dog back in November. He was hit by a garbage truck while on a walk with my dad. So that was horrific and heartbreaking. And a lot of people don't get it. They're like, oh, it's a pet. You shouldn't be so upset. No, you have no idea. You have no idea what this dog meant to my family and me. I mean, he was the first pet I bought. And he was only 5. And his birthday was this week. And that would have made him 6 if he were alive, and he's not. And so it's only been about 4 months. And for me, that's still too soon. But my parents went and bought another dog today. And I'm not saying we should never have a dog again, because we were planning to when I got home. That was going to be my new job. Basically, as an unemployed girl, I was going to be the dog trainer of the new puppy. And that's not happening anymore because they went and bought a dog. Granted, they did it from the Humane Society, so that's pretty awesome. The dog is adorable. I don't deny this. I saw the pictures on Facebook. I don't really care for the name. The name is Dobie. Not a fan of the name. Sorry. Putting that out there. It's only 3 months old. Can we change the name? It's a girl dog, which is weird. Because we had all these agreements on what we wanted to do when I got home and what kind of dog we wanted, And I'm not upset because I feel like because they've replaced Rufus, which they haven't. I know that because nothing can replace Rufus. But this is going to sound really melodramatic. But it feels like they replaced me almost this time. Because nothing was said to me before this. And I thought we had this agreement. I thought we had an understanding. And apparently we didn't. Or we did and it got broken. And that's what really hurt me today. And nobody anybody was talking to didn't really understand that. And that really hurt. And so, big circle back around. The thing I'm trying to tell you guys is not to, feel sorry for me or anything. It's not to decide who was right or wrong, because I'm not talking about that anymore. I'm just trying to warn you that sometimes when you're here and you're really far away, that you can be easily forgotten. And I've been forgotten before, but this is the first time it really bothered me. Like, my friends, they forget me all the time. That's okay, though. I mean, I'm not the center of their lives, obviously. And I'm not the center of anyone's life, but my own, really. And that's how everyone is. You're the center of your own life. But when it's things like this, where we communicated an understanding of what was going to happen when I got home, and now that's not happening, and so now I'm going home to a seriously chaotic thing, and I'm feeling extremely nervous, and I just have no idea. My future is so uncertain now. I have nothing set in stone anymore, and that was taken from me, and dang it. Sorry, I wasn't gonna cry this time. Apparently that isn't gonna work out. Everything's very uncertain, and I was okay with the I don't have a job when I get back thing. I was okay with that because at least I would have the responsibility of taking care of a new dog, and I don't have that anymore, and so everything is uncertain, and I don't like that. I have always had a plan, and I don't have one now, and that freaks me out. Because even in coming to Japan, or even going to college, my whole life, I've had plans. Granted, the plans have not always worked out, but I've had them, and I've had other plans to back up the plans that don't work out. And I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional again. But, I mean, as a kid, I was always, I'm going to Broadway, and I'm going to this school, and I got this scholarship, and I'm studying opera, and, oh, no, that's changing. I'm studying linguistics, and I'm going to Japan, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to graduate. I'm going to go back to Japan, and that all planned out. But the plan after that is gone, and I have nothing, and it's freaking me out a lot. And that's why this thing, which may seem really small and insignificant to everyone I've talked to about this already, that's why it's freaking me out and why it's upsetting me. Not because they bought a dog, but it's tipped my little scale. Oh God, don't get emotional, you idiot. It's just tipped that scale of, I don't know what I'm doing now. And that really scares me. So, I wanted to explain why today sucked. And to prepare anyone else that might be thinking of coming abroad, that you might get forgotten, and it might freak you out, and you'll have a bad day. But it's okay, because it's not the end of the world. I will get over this. I'm sure when I get home I will love this dog. I'm certain of that, because it's freaking cute. Who can hate a puppy, really? Yeah, okay. I don't think I can record a video like this anymore. It's already long again. Seriously, I've re-recorded this a billion times. Apparently I can't do this without crying a little bit. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, and this is making you emotional, because I know how emotional you can get. I love you guys. I know I don't say it because I'm bad at communication. I very rarely say it. I've never been a sappy person. I don't like being sappy. But I'm not mad at you guys for this. I'm just freaking out a little bit about my life right now. And I'm just gonna stop recording. Okay, there is no question of the day, cuties. You can tell me what you think of my situation. You don't have to solve my situation for me unless you're offering me a really awesome job. That's fine, you can offer me a job. I just needed to talk about it, really, and I needed to warn people that this might come up for you. And, and it's not, you shouldn't get angry at other people for forgetting you. It's no one's fault, it just happens. And it'll affect everybody in different ways, and this is how it affected me today. I'll be fine tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll promise a much better video, a much happier video, I promise that. Because tomorrow's Valentine's Day, woo! Yeah, I don't have any, romantic plans, by the way. That's not why it's gonna be awesome tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna be awesome tomorrow. We'll see how awesome tomorrow will be. But I'm gonna go now. This is really long again. I'm sorry. I tried to re-record it so it'd be shorter, but that didn't work out. So, okay. I'm fine. Sorry. Again. Apologize. If you've watched all the way to this point, kudos to you. Well done. You've now seen me cry on camera. It's always fun, right? Okay. Bye, cuties.